Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Bragging Rights with me, GBD Gold and Blue Dude. And today we're going to talk about something that's a little bit different than what I usually talk about. I'm going to talk about who should be on the cover on the new college football game that's coming out. I'm super excited about this. Let's start out with the defensive players that could make this cover. Now, this is going to come out in 2023, so by then, these names could be completely different. But I'm talking about the good names for this year that could be on the cover of a video game. Here we go. Defensive side first. We have defensive end Brian Breesy from Clemson. This guy's explosive, massive individual. I just don't think he would fit on the cover of a video game, but you never know. Defensive lineman Kayvon Thibodeau out of Oregon. I think he's in the same category as Brian Breesy from Clemson. Let's talk about the linebackers then. Linebacker Nick Bonita out of Oklahoma might be an interesting choice. Don't think that would happen. Linebacker Mike Rose out of Iowa State. Personally, I think it would be a good choice, but I don't think they would go in that direction. Let's go on over to the secondary now. Quarterback Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU. I think this guy would be perfect for the cover. I don't know if they would go in that direction, but I like that idea. Quarterback Adam Gardner for Cincinnati. I'm not feeling him as much. What about safety Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame? No, I'm still feeling Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU just a little bit more than him. How about the safety out of Northwestern, Brandon Joseph? Close, but still no. So as of right now, I'm sticking with Derek Stingley Jr., the quarterback out of LSU. Can somebody knock him off? What about special teams? The kick returner, Aaron Cruikshank out of Rutgers. I just don't think Rutgers would be good on the cover, so just being on Rutgers kind of eliminates him for me. What about the punt returner, Marcus Jones for Houston? Same situation. So as of right now, I'm still sticking with Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU. He's going to have some good competition because now we're going over to the offensive side of the ball. First up, wide receiver. Really, there's only one that pops in my head that would be good on the cover, and that's wide receiver Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss. I think he would be pretty good, but right now, Derek Stingley Jr. is still holding the lead for me. So let's go to the running backs. Running back out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. There we go. Knocked off. Sorry, Derek. I'm going to go with Bijan over you. Running back Kevin Harris out of South Carolina. Very interesting choice, but I think Bijan playing for Texas would overrule that. Running back Kyren Williams out of Notre Dame. Not as dynamic as Bijan. Bijan holding on to that. Running back Isaiah Spiller out of Texas A&M. Still not as dynamic. So Bijan is holding on to that spot for right now. Here's where it gets really difficult. The quarterbacks. Let's start with quarterback Grayson McCall out of Coastal Carolina. He plays for Coastal Carolina, sorry. Quarterback Malik Willis, quarterback for Liberty. I think he's better than Grayson McCall, but Liberty not going to pop off the cover. Quarterback Levi Lewis out of Louisiana. A little bit better, but I'm sticking with Bijan. Quarterback Matt Corral out of Ole Miss. Close, but I'm still sticking with Bijan, barely. Quarterback DJ Uiagalelei out of Clemson. I'm hearing some big-time things out of Clemson and the nation out of this guy. I think DJ is going to edge BJ right out of the cover. But there's one more name. The quarterback for Oklahoma, Spencer Rattler. Bingo! There's your cover. Spencer Rattler should be the cover of the new college football game when it comes out. If it comes out in time for him to be on the cover. He might be gone by then. But my pick would be Spencer Rattler. Thanks for joining me here on Bragging Rights. I hope you enjoyed the show. Let me know what you think. Who do you think should be on the cover of the new college football game?